Hello everybody, Juan here from The-Juan-and-only. Today's video is going to be about a Navajo squaw dance. Right now, presently, we are packing up the RV because we will be there tomorrow all day and all night. We're going to camp out in the middle of kind of nowhere on the res, and we'll be showing all that, so that's pretty cool. But before we get into that, I would like to show you guys what I got going on with El Guapo. I cleaned him out. He's good to go. He's running good now. Everything got fixed up that needed to be fixed up for now. He is where he's going to be at for right now, and let me show you guys what we're doing with him. So if you guys remember, there was a wire that was kind of hanging down and it was all stitched up with black tape and everything. My brother-in-law took care of that. So we are good to go. That is no longer an issue. That is now where it needs to be over there. So it's not dangling in anybody's steps. We got them all cleaned up over here. Right now, the couch area is the way it's going to be for now. That'll be on the floor. Right now, it's just kind of out of the way for now. I have converted this area up here into the snack area. So that's where we're keeping our sugar, our snacks, stuff for the kids, and it's cool because it is out of reach. So there's that. Those blankets there, they're not actually blankets, they are curtains, and of course we got the coffee going on. So I converted that into like a little snack area, and of course, you know, you need the swatters, the flash swatters. So if you remember that ice chest, well, all of that will eventually go into there. So that's that. And the candy that you saw earlier, that stuff is for the children at the squaw dance and everything. So I think they do that on the last day, which will be on Sunday. We got the kitchen area pretty much cleaned up and ready to go. I did take these off because, yeah, those kind of tend to rattle a lot whenever I'm driving and everything. I have converted the oven for now into kind of like a storage space. So I'm putting my spices, my oil, and all that stuff in there. It's nice and secure, it doesn't go anywhere. Same thing with the broken refrigerator. We kind of just put all our Tupperware in there and stuff that we don't need like right now, but we will need, like the pans, cutting board, and you know, stuff like that. So this taller cabinet here, I already have clothes in there. Yay! So this is the clothes that I'm taking over there. And then we got our lantern. It's kind of a little catch-all. Everybody has a catch-all in their house. So this is our house on wheels. So this is our catch-all. Anything that you might need, stereo, lantern, propane, kerosene, all that good stuff is in there. And then this is kind of a little unorganized still, but I got my clothes that I'm going to sleep in. Got little stuff here like the umbrella, lights, things like that. Of course, you know, toys for the kiddos. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of dark. And I don't have a light, and I'm not going to go get one. And then, you know, paper plates and stuff like that. That's in there. And y'all remember the restroom, and I got that mirror all cleaned up, so that is all nice and clean, shiny. And here we go. So that kind of still have stuff in there, but I can take it out and probably use the shower now. I did fill up the water tank. It is a 75-gallon water tank, so that should be plenty. The toilet is now functional. We're good to go there. I put some tablets, got it all cleaned out, sterilized, and sanitized. We are good to go. So there is your counter space here. So I already got my toothbrush in here. I got all that cleaned up, and once the generator kicks on and we have power, all that will run. The water runs and everything. So we got our little towel. I got a towel. And then up here, got all the necessities that we're going to need. Toothpaste, my medications, contact juice, my stuff for my tooth. Y'all remember my tooth. So that's the stuff that I got in there. And there's a light. So that works too. And last but not least, this is the situation that we have with the bed going on over here. And it looks like it's super tall. It's actually 3 beds, 3 mattresses on top of that. So what's going on is that the bottom one is a queen mattress. That is what the wife and I will be sleeping on. The next one is a single mattress. So that one will be going to the front and on the floor. So that way, if we have guests, they can sleep on that if they need to. And then the very top mattress is also, I think it's a single or whatever you want to call it. A twin, that's what it is. So all that will stack down so we can move it, and then it'll just be one big bed back here. And then we kind of converted the little side cubbies into storage, so there's crates. You can never have enough crates. Thanks to my boss at work, she gave me some crates that they weren't using. And then I got like my sleeping bag back there. Eventually I'll have my sack back there. Not my sack. Oh Lord. My backpack will be right there, so that's cool. And then this stuff up here, we have yet to use that. So we are probably going to fill that up with clothes and necessities and things like that. course, we got our trash can right here. The floor got all swept and mopped. It was disgusting because we were at the lake. There was mud everywhere. So I got that all swept up, cleaned up and everything. And this, you ask? I'm glad you asked. So that is our table. So right now we're a little bit low on monies. So I remember that I brought this home from work as well. My other job, which my boss gave me as well. So I have crates there. So I'm going to do 3 crates on each side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. But the table on top of that, we'll put some tablecloth on that, and hell yeah, we got ourselves a table. So that's, we're going to put that outside when we get there underneath the canopy. But yeah, that's what we got going on with El Guapo for now. But other than that, we will see you guys tomorrow morning. We're going to spend the night here. We were going to leave tonight, but nobody's going to be there because they're traveling. Any of y'all that know about Navajo, stuff like that, they travel, and right now they're somewhere else. So they're not even at the campsite where we were going to be at tonight. So there's kind of no point in going to be there because nobody's going to be there. So we're just going to get a good night's rest tonight. We're going to get everything packed up a little better. It's way more organized than it was at the lake, so we're doing way better there. But yeah, we're going to sleep here tonight, sleep at home, get everything a little more organized, packed up, and then we'll leave early, like 5:36 in the morning if possible. And then I'll show you guys when we're there. So until then, I will see you guys later. Peace. Good morning, everybody. We started off the day pretty good. We got up early. Everybody got ready, but El Guapo, we started him, or I did, to warm him up, and then all of a sudden he just stopped. Brother-in-law's coming over to check that out. Hopefully it's just something really minor. We can get on the road right away. We do have people waiting for us and everything over there, but fingers crossed. You know, it's just a minor little thing, and we'll get going. So we're just waiting on that. And everything's pretty much packed up. I only have like one more tote left to load onto the RV, and hopefully we can get on the road and get there like in a timely manner. It's only like a 30-minute drive or so. So like I said, fingers crossed for us. Hopefully everything works out. So they're working on it now. Hopefully we can get it situated. We'll see.
It's on. Off. Oh, that's what the noise is. Okay.
So I think the problem is the pump that's got 2 fuel pumps that get gas from the back to the front, and one of them is not working. So he is trying to switch over the line to the pump, the one from the gas. Hopefully that'll start shooting gas into the carburetor, and we'll be good to go. As my wife says, basically he has 2 hearts, and one of them will be down, but we can get that fixed at a later time if we can get that done now. So hopefully we can get on the road here in a second. It's alive again. We got him going. We are putting gas now. Just finished actually, and we're gonna get on the road. So we'll see you all there at camp.
I'm only wearing when my baby used to wear this.
I still got a little bit of getting used to driving them. Everything came crashing down in the back. I think I took that turn a little too quiet. I think I made that turn a little too fast, so you know, it is what it is. We'll fix it. But yeah, so we're just kind of traveling the back road here. Good thing is that everything is dry, so it's not too bad. We are kind of out in the middle of nowhere. There's houses and stuff, but yeah, it's a beautiful mountain, so this should be a nice camp area. It's pretty cool.
I have a shirt on right there.
This is a campsite here. We're rolling up on it now. We're gonna find a spot to hunker down, as they say. And we do, like I said, we have surprise guests. You'll be meeting them here in a minute. We've got to get parked and settled in. And yeah, this is what a prayer ceremony looks like for the Navajo. So yeah, so I'll take a better look here in a little bit. Alright, so we're here at the spot now. I'm unloading everything. It was a little chaotic because we didn't know where to park and all that, but here is where we are. So I'm going to finish unpacking, and then I'll give you guys a little tour of camp, okay? So just bear with me. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. This is the next morning. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Yesterday, there was quite a lot of stuff going on that not so great, but doesn't even matter anymore. But we're gonna move on. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but that's like the morning prayer chants that they're doing. So, and now we just hear dogs. Those are my aunt's dogs. But hold on. And out of respect, I can't actually film them chanting and dancing and all that, but I'm pretty sure you can hear it, and it's really nice to wake up to that. It's very pretty. Yeah, everybody's in their vehicle just listening to the chants and all that. It's pretty nice. Last night's setup was a little different. We let the little ones sleep here, but then the 2-year-old ended up on our bed anyways. But yeah, we kind of made a little living room area, I guess, right here. And then we actually had the TV or a big laptop type thing set up right there, and they were watching TV till about maybe 11 o'clock or so last night. Then everybody went to bed. And on this side, we actually got to sleep on our own bed. We didn't know what to do with this mattress because this is an extra mattress on top, because that's the actual mattress down there. So I slept up here with this one, and then she slept over here, and then my wife slept on that side. We didn't sleep with the heater on for a while, but like around maybe 3:30 in the morning, we got a little cold. So I put the buddy heater, which is right here. So I set up that buddy heater, and that thing just heated up the whole freaking RV like nothing. So we slept really good. I honestly don't remember the last time that I got an 8-hour sleep. 8 hours of sleep in one night. It's been a long time, so it was really nice. I feel like I could actually sleep more. I was so comfortable. It was really nice. And then plus, you got to see the windows open and all that, so it was pretty cool. And yeah, we had the windows, all open, see? And then on this side as well, baby's saying hi. But yeah, it was really nice. But we're gonna get everybody ready and everything, and they usually finish around noon, I think. So it's 8 o'clock in the morning right now, 8:06, and I can't film really anything. So like I said, this video, I don't even know if I'm gonna put this video out, to be honest with you, but like it's completely not what I thought it was going to be as far as being able to film and all that, because there was a lot of stuff that I just wasn't allowed to film. And out of respect, and I'm not going to sit there and do that anyways, because I'm not, I'm very respectful to that. But yeah, I'll catch up with you guys here in a little bit. Alrighty guys, so as I said yesterday, it wasn't really for filming too much, but I'm going to introduce you guys to the family from across the pond real quick, and then you guys will meet them a little later as well, okay? This is my cousin Sandra. Hello. So she's my cousin from across the pond as well. This is her man. There you go. What's your name? Hello. Gigi. I know your name. I just wanted to hear you say it. And this is my tia. They're a little camera shy, but that's okay. Yes, this is my mother's sister. So there you go. And you guys know everybody else. Overall, I think I had a really good experience being there. I've never been to a squaw dance before, so it was nice just being a part of it with my wife's family, and they really did welcome us quite a bit, which was really nice. And you can see the makeshift kitchen that they just kind of set up, and in the corner, that's where they put the meat, and then they have a sink set up and all that. And then this is my wife cutting up the meat. Of course, they did butcher. I don't know how many sheep it was, but we did end up they ended up butchering some sheep, and our job was basically to clean it and cut it up and do all that stuff. I did most of the heavy stuff like the neck bones and everything, so that was pretty pretty time consuming and all that. And here you see the meat that's hanging there in the corner that'll get cut up pretty quick. And then, the little stoves that they have set up. So it's pretty just everybody has a job to do and everybody knows what they need to do and all that. So I really did enjoy that very much. And one of the jobs of, certain people is that they have to keep the fire going. So they basically just have firewood there available and they just keep loading up the fire and making the coals so that way everybody can keep cooking throughout the whole day. Like I said, everybody just has a specific job to do, which is really neat. I tell you what, after getting through these neck bones that way, I know there's an easier way to do it with like an electric knife or something. My shoulders have been sore. I'm still sore, and today's like Thursday. It was exhausting.
Only about two or three. Oh, hot coffee though, so that makes it three.
That one.
Be careful.
All right, guys. So we had a really long weekend, very, very long. As you all know, I introduced you to Gigi. That's my cousin from Germany, from across the pond, way across the pond. So he brought me a gift. He brought me some Guinness. So we're gonna enjoy that. We're gonna talk a little bit about what happened this weekend and about what they do in Germany wise, and then we're going to bed because I'm tired. They're tired. They're traveling a long ways. They're gonna go see my sister in Missouri. I gotta go to work, and y'all know that I work 2 jobs and everything. So I mean, it's tiring. So it's 10 o'clock already. So we're already up a little late, but it's okay because they don't come very often. So of course I'm gonna stay up and hang out a little bit. So we're there. So what did you think about the weekend as far as like the ceremony and all that stuff?
It was an awesome experience, especially because we could get so close, which was very nice. And they invited us, and everybody was very friendly, and they told us exactly what we could do and what we can't.
Right.
So for us, it was very easy to be around them.
Like pretty much they laid down the ground rules for us and they said, don't do this, but you can't do that. And it was nice because we weren't awkward and trying to like what we could take pictures of and what we couldn't. So that was pretty cool. And something that we talked about the last time when you guys were here, and this is before I had a YouTube channel, is that I know in Germany you guys do reenactments like of Native American stuff, and I didn't even know that existed over there, and I think that's pretty cool. And I know he's a part of all that, like he does the reenactments for Native Americans and stuff like that. And what kind of stuff, like is there a particular tribe that you guys really do reenactments of, or?
Actually, it's about the whole pioneer area of the United States. From the beginning with mostly British, Scots, and French people going over there till the early 1900s.
So it's not necessarily just Native American, but it's the whole.
It's
the whole era.
The whole thing. It's Civil War reenactment. It's Native reenactment. The Eastern Germany has a big scene on Native Americans.
Okay.
And we have clubs all over the country, and they meet and do camps.
Okay.
And sometimes they do reenactment, sometimes they just hang out.
Right.
And share knowledge and
kind of like a
company.
Kind of like a meet and greet kind of thing. Like meet each other and stuff like that.
Probably
That's
that.
pretty neat. That's pretty cool. As far as like I know that you guys come here and you guys buy stuff that's, Native American or Pioneer era and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Do a lot of people from Germany come to do that? Or, like, do you think that you're the
Actually, everybody who's into the scene
Uh-huh.
and goes to the States comes back with like
Okay.
victory traps
Gotcha,
or
gotcha. 'Cause
knives and
I know the
jewelry.
last time you were here, you found a trap and you
Yeah.
found all kinds of stuff. I don't think you could. Nothing was safe from you the last time. Like you just kept buying and buying stuff. which
This
is
time
really
I
nice.
found a railroad pike
Right on.
to blacksmith a knife out and plus another trap,
Yeah.
another beaver trap.
So the last time that they were here, they were really nice enough because my wife and I were buying some stuff for the little one because eventually we had to, she's gonna have her coming of age ceremony, and they bought her a sash. We had put it on layaway because we know that we didn't need it right away, but they secretly went to the pawn shop where we put it on layaway and bought it for us. So that was really nice. So just so you guys know, we really appreciate that. That was like super awesome. We still have it hanging there, and we're waiting for the day that we get to use that, which is awesome and everything. But I appreciate everything that you guys do and you guys
Yeah,
come down
but
here.
it's
awesome.
mutual.
Yeah.
All the support you give us, what
Yes,
you show us,
absolutely.
and that you take us into your wife's family.
Yeah.
And we had that healing ceremony.
Oh, absolutely.
Her grandmother, that was fantastic.
Yeah, and grandma, like when they got to meet grandma, she was very like genuinely curious about where they came from and asking questions, and not in a bad way. It was more like, who are you? Where do you come from? Who are your parents? Stuff like that, and that's kind of what they do. They're curious about everybody, just how they're curious about their culture. They're curious about where they're from and all that stuff, and they were very welcoming. And when you all left, y'all don't know, like she was talking very highly of you guys. Like they were really nice. So tell them that whenever they want, they always have a home to stay in, whether it's with you guys or with us, even if they have to come stay with us. And they were very welcoming, which is really nice because being Mexican, being Hispanic, we're the same way. We're very welcoming. We're always, do you need a place to stay? You can stay here with us. It's no problem. So Navajo are a lot the same way. It's just a very same culture. So it's really nice because I married a Navajo woman, and it's kind of like I married into the same type of culture, which is really nice. So I mean, I hope that you all felt welcome and everything.
Yeah, especially since when we met Grandma this weekend, she recognized us,
Mhm.
and she was very welcoming, very heartfelt
Yes.
welcoming,
Yeah.
and we felt very comfortable and appreciated, and it was awesome feeling.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't
awesome.
tell it any other way.
That's awesome. Well, I appreciate you guys watching this. I normally don't do this kind of content where it's interview. This is kind of the first time I've ever done this. So y'all let me know in the comments how I did. If it's cool. I mean, this is, like I said, my cousin from Germany. It's really awesome that they're here and everything. I appreciate you talking to me a little bit about it.
Yeah,
That's
of course.
awesome. And like I said, I mean, y'all let me know. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel and everything. It really does help me out and everything. And they watch me from across the pond. So
Yeah, we follow him every time he
so
puts
that's,
something on.
I think that's pretty cool because they get to see like where I'm at in life and stuff like that, which is pretty neat and everything. But we get to see them every 2 years or so, and it's really nice. And eventually we're gonna go visit them over there, and maybe that'll be a whole other video that I do at some point over there. But other than that, I mean, that's it. I appreciate you, and that's it. And we'll
You're welcome.
see you guys in the next video, guys. Thank
Bye.
you. Before closing out the video, I do really want to show my appreciation to everybody that's subscribed so far. All the new people, welcome. All the people that have hung in there for the journey, I really do greatly appreciate you all. There definitely is more to come. I really enjoyed the weekend. It was a really good learning experience about, respect and, just being humbled and all that stuff. And I thought I was going to be able to go in and film a bunch of stuff and this and that. And it really wasn't like that. I was allowed to film some, but there was a lot of stuff that they preferred to keep to themselves, which is totally fine. And I'm not going to disrespect that either. And I really enjoyed that they allowed us into their little world, which was awesome. I mean, I really had a good time. My cousins had a good time, I hope. Got to bring both families together. It was a really a good experience for everybody, I think. But if you want to support the channel in any way that you want to or whatever, that's cool. I do have a buy me a coffee, and I mean, sometimes I need the extra caffeine. You can go to this link right here, probably put it there somewhere. And, if you want to donate and buy me a coffee, that's cool with me. I'd sit there and sip on some coffee. Any extra money, of course, that I don't use for the coffee, I'll use for upgrades on that WAPO, gas, stuff like that I use for filming. And that's, all I got to say about that, really. Also, I do have merch coming up. I know that I'm not at 500 subscribers, so I can't link my merch or have a store and all that stuff, but I can buy stuff and make it myself. I'm going to be wearing that shirt, hopefully by the next video, the long video anyways. I'm having them made now, so if any of y'all want to buy some shirts from me, I can go ahead and do that. I'll just probably do it at cost of whatever. I'll probably have them for the price what it costs to have them made and shipped, and that's it. I wouldn't make any money off of it at all. I'm not doing it for that, but they are pretty cool shirts, so if you do want one, let me know. But that's future tense, so like I said, watch out for that. But I'm going to go ahead and close up this video. Like I said, I greatly appreciate y'all. If you like the videos, please consider subscribing. If you haven't already, comment on the videos, share the videos. All that good stuff helps. It really does help create the channel, and it helps get the channel out there like it has already. And y'all have yourself a great afternoon. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I definitely have a lot more to come, and there's some secret surprises coming up as well. There's some new stuff going on in my life that you guys don't know about yet, and you will see that maybe in the next video. We'll see. Peace out, guys. Have a fantastic day.